Hi guys, welcome to Ram Racing's channel. We're just a couple of guys, we love speed, we love karting, we love track days. The aim of this video is to just show you around our local kart track, Al Forsan in Abu Dhabi. It's an awesome track, it's quite technical. I'd just like to say, this is my lap that you're going to see. I haven't had any professional kart training whatsoever. I did do some professional track tuition at Yas in a saloon car. Actually, it was a Renault Clio, so you could say it was like a go-kart. But the braking technique is completely different to karting. This is just the things that I've picked up over the times that I've driven this track, which is, I think, 44 now. A couple of things I'd like to say to kick off. First of all, it's not a freaking rally car. Okay, I see people on the track trying to drift around corners, trying to, overdrive the car, trying to do the the flipping Swedish flick. It's not a rally car, guys. If you do that in a go-kart, you're just gonna go slow. Smooth driving style, smooth. Braking technique is a bit different, which we'll get into later on. But for now, let me just take you through a lap. I'm going to take you corner by corner, and then I'll just let it play for the next lap, and then you can see it all put together. Alright, so we're on the start-finish straight now. The most important corner on this track, as far as I'm concerned, is turn 1, right here. Okay? So let me just scroll it back a little bit and you'll see the Marshall station. There you go. Okay, so you see the Marshall station there. When you're approaching this corner, you're going to be looking into the corner. At this point, you're going to be looking ahead of the apex. You're looking at your exit from the first exit. You're looking at the exit from turn 1. Alright? And when you see this Marshall's post umbrella disappear in your peripheral vision, it's going to go boom. As soon as you see it disappear, get it turned in and nail the apex. Now turns 1, 2, and 3, they kind of flow into each other nicely. If you mess turn 1 up, you mess turn 2 up, and you mess turn 3 up, and it basically destroys your whole lap. This is the one place where you can gain a lot of time. Okay, so you're going to go in wide, slightly wide. Alright. Hit the apex nice and tight, and then you're going to let it drift out wide to here. And then you're going to come in and you're going to hit the next apex. Boom. Alright, and that positions you nicely on the left side of the track as you exit turn 2. Ideally, you want to have enough speed that your left tires just touch the rumble strips ever so slightly. Now coming into turn 3, you want to be no further towards the apex than half the track. So you want to be on the outer half of the track. You don't necessarily need to be all the way across, but you definitely do need to be on the outer half of the track, and you're going to take turn 3 with a late apex. I'll show you why right now. There you go. So late apex, and that positions you perfectly. So when you come out of turn 3, you want to be no further over than here. If you're over here, then you don't get the turn. You're going to run wide out of turn 4. Okay, so you need to jink left to left just a little bit, and then hit the apex for turn 4. Okay, and then the car's going to just rub these rumble strips. If you let yourself go wide on the entry into turn 4, you come wide on the exit, and you just come on these yellow bits, and you lose a ton of time. Alright, the next bit's straightforward. You come across to the right hand side of the track, hit the apexes for the chicane. Now, here, Let me talk a little bit about braking. When you come into a corner, the fastest way to get a kart around a corner is to jab just as you start turning, jab the brakes. Okay, it takes a while to get used to, because if you keep the brake on too long, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get the back end to skid out, but you only want to go about 20-25 degrees, just enough to get it to turn in. Then as soon as you let off the brake, you're going to go straight forward in the direction the cart's pointing. Once you get used to the cart doing that, it's a really quick way to turn in, but it's literally boom boom, and then on the power through the corner. On this corner, the carts tend to drift a little bit wide. See there, that's not a bad line. Same on this corner. Jab the brake, late apex. Try not to drift over too far. And then you're going to run up the hill. Apex now. This one, you want to take this one quite late. So you're going to hit the apex around about here. And then let it drift out wide to the left-hand side of the track, ready for the entry to the next corner. This is another braking corner. It's very, very fast. You're going to jab on the brake, let the back end kick out about 20 degrees, come off the brake and onto the power. Power, 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 power. This corner here, you want to try and keep yourself as far to the right as you can, because the next corner comes on you really, really quickly. Take a bit of curve to help bring the car around. On these corners, lean to the outside, lean to the outside, lean to the outside. That just helps you to keep a nice line through them. This corner here, depending on the kart, you might have to brake a little bit, or you might be able to just have a bit of a feather, a bit of a lift off. Jump the curb. Late apex here. If you don't do a late apex on this one, you run really wide. See, even that's a little bit wide. Too early on the apex. So I'll just sit back and watch the full lap. Come out wide. Nice late apex. Perfect. But this should hit the chicane, right hand side, into the chicane. Boom, boom. Jab the brake on the power. Same on this one. Jab the brake onto the power. I was a little bit wide. It's difficult to get a perfect line every single time, but obviously that's what you're striving for. Fast rundown. Let me just show you something on this one. Let's back her up here a little bit. All right. Quite often you'll see guys coming down this straight and they go really, really wide. They go right across onto this hatched area. First of all, that's, come on guys, track limits. If you do that in a race, you'll be disqualified instantly. But it doesn't gain anything. I've overtaken so many people on this section of the track that have gone out wide. Okay, because I'll show you why. You go out wide here. Okay, yes, you come into this corner with lots and lots of speed, but I guarantee you, if you have a good line through this corner, even if somebody's in front of you and they go out wide, you'll be in front of them. By the time you get to here, you'll be in front of them. And yes, they've carried more speed into that last corner, but you can't overtake in this section of the S's. It's impossible. So they just lose all the advantages that they may have got. And boom, you're ahead of them. So there you go, guys. I took this video with my GoPro Fusion camera. Fantastic camera. I love it. It does take up a lot of memory. It does take up a lot of processor speed, and I had to buy a new iMac to be able to process the files from it. but I love it. It takes great footage. I hope you enjoyed the video, and there'll be more to come. Stay tuned.